20 Unbelievable Facts You Never Knew About Donald Trump. You thought Donald Trump was just a flashy business tycoon, but the truth is there's so much more you probably didn't know about him. Sure, his resume would probably list his accomplishments as a business mogul, real estate tycoon, reality TV star, and Republican nominee for President of the United States of America. However, the Donald has more than a few skeletons in his closet. That's why we thought it would be good to share 20 fascinating and even shocking facts about Donald, most of which you need to see to believe. Just don't expect him to mention any of these during at his next rally. 1. Outsourcing his brand. Although he's touted that Mexico, China, and other international governments are to blame for America's economic woes, Donald is certainly no stranger to outsourcing for profit. Labor, materials, and pretty much everything else with a Trump emblem have repeatedly been sent overseas to the lowest bidder. Of course, Trump's clothing line is produced almost exclusively in, wait for it, China and Bangladesh. Then, there's Ivanka Trump's footwear and jewelry line, which is also produced primarily in China, among other places. Trump also has several hotels, golf courses, office buildings, and other real estate ventures overseas. While Trump has attacked companies like Ford, Nabisco, and Apple for outsourcing, there is no real difference between his actions and those of the organizations he has repeatedly criticized. Hypocrite. 2. Trump Vodka. Who remembers back in 2007, when Donald Trump launched his own Dutch-made vodka? We do. We also remember that it flopped pretty quickly. In an interview with Munchies, Alex Zilkovs, the nation's largest vodka distributor, stated the following: "We've had it in stock for 5 years. It's never sold. But now that he's running for president, we thought we have a chance to get rid of the vodka, but still no one wants to pay for it." 3 wives. Yep, Donald Trump has had 3 wives: Ivana Trump, Marla Maples, and current spouse, Melania Trump. That much you probably already knew. However, his 3 marriages, as you're about to find out, have not been without controversy. 4. Violent assault on ex-wife. During the early 90s divorce case between Ivana and Donald Trump, Trump's ex-wife used the word rape to describe a 1989 incident between them. After undergoing a botched scalp reduction surgery to remove a bald spot, Donald Trump violently assaulted his then-wife, who had recommended him to the plastic surgeon. Donald allegedly restrained Ivana and painfully ripped her hair from her scalp before forcing himself upon her. 5. A question of his stature. While the media has pegged Donald at 6 feet and 2 inches tall, Donald has made every effort to point out that he is actually 6 feet and 3 inches. For Donald, it seems every inch is of vital importance. You'll remember when, at a grand old party debates, Trump reassured voters that there was no problem with the size of his hands or anything else. 6. Trump's yacht. While most people agree it isn't size that counts, Donald might not agree with that statement. However, he may have been overcompensating with his reportedly 282-foot-long yacht, which he sold in 1991 to pay off his bankruptcy debt. He probably enjoyed it lots until then. 7. Never tried his own vodka. He may be a rich business mogul with a lavish lifestyle, but he claims to have never let alcohol pass his presidential lips. Trump's personal doctor even issued a statement that, should he be elected, Trump will be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency, adding that he has no history of ever using alcohol or tobacco products. Although, it didn't take a doctor to find this picture on Google Images. 8. Trump Palace. If you are from Palm Beach, you may well recognize Trump Palace, pictured above. However, like all things Trump, it's large, abrasive, and shrouded in controversy. In a 2013 expose published in The Nation, it was uncovered that Trump Palace, one of the tallest landmarks on the East Coast, is registered to a company in Belize, an offshore haven where, according to a government website, there is no requirement to file annual returns or public disclosure of directors, shareholders, charges, loans or agreements. Oh Donald, you sure know how to launder. 967,000 new followers per month. Donald Trump and his team know that in this day and age it's vital to have a healthy presence on social media. In fact, Donald Trump apparently receives an average 67,000 new Twitter followers per month. 10. Pricey minibar. Here's another Trump tidbit for you: the Trump International Hotel and Tower in Chicago is an auspicious establishment, and a bottle of mineral water from the minibar there will set you back $25. 11. Bankrupt casinos. For a man like Trump, a casino is the perfect setting. What you may not have heard, however, is that the apprentice guru has seen 4 of his casinos go bankrupt. 12 Trump Tower tidbit. Did you know that Trump Tower in Chicago is a heart-stopping 98 stories high? It is even said by some to be the tallest residential structure in the world. 13 Trump Twitter. As we already mentioned, Donald and his team are very busy on social media. In fact, he's so busy that he sends approximately 372 tweets a month. That's like 12 a day. 14 Trump loves golf. That much shouldn't come as a surprise, as he owns 16 high-end golf courses around the world and plays regularly. 15 A Hollywood star. Let us not forget that Ronald Reagan was a Hollywood actor before he became president, so there might be chance yet for Ronald with a D to make his mark on the White House. In the loose sense of the term, Trump is a star in Hollywood. Here he is pictured while receiving his star on the Walk of Fame for his role in The Apprentice. 16 Serious real estate. It will probably come as no shock to you that Donald Trump owned 14,000 apartments by the time he was 27. He owned them under the Trump Management Corporation, which he built almost single-handedly, with only a small $1 million loan from Daddy Big Bucks. 17 How much? So The Apprentice was a pretty decent show, and it enjoyed much success and made a lot of money. But just how much did the man himself earn per show? Any guesses? How does $375,000 per sound to you? Pretty impressive, if not puke-worthy. 18 Net worth. So how much is the presidential candidate worth these days? According to the good people at Forbes, he is worth roughly $4.5 billion, give or take a few million. 19 Liquid cash. During a fairly recent interview with Fox's Sean Hannity, Trump revealed that he has $400 million in spendable, liquid assets, annually. 20 Trump the game. You may well have come across this board game if you are a Trump fan. The smallest denomination of money in this classic game from the 80s is $10 million.